Fast metabolism burns calories at a quicker rate. That's what we all want. Those who struggle to burn calories fast are not training strong, are not training fast. Those are two things that will burn calories super fast because the more muscle tissue you have, the more denser the muscle tissue is, the more active the muscle tissue is, the more you burn. Let me give you an example. Two people can do the exact same movement and the outcomes are completely different. If I told you to run 100 meters, 200 meters straight for 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds versus run for 3 hours, 4 hours, a marathon, who's going to have a faster metabolism? Look at their bodies. A sprinter's body is super fucking lean. They're dense. And a marathon runner, they have very little muscle tissue. They're both running, but the outcomes is very different. That's why understanding or having the right workout blueprint that is going to build muscle, burn fat the quickest is necessary. There's a certain amount of time under tension that your body needs to go under. 30 to 60 seconds per set. That's to generalize. That's a general form. It's really time under tension of the whole workout itself. And within that time under tension, if you're hitting a certain energy system that your body has, the glycolytic and the anaerobic, 100% anaerobic will burn the most amount of body fat and build muscle tone. So if you're a girl or you're a guy and you want to have muscle tone and burn fat as quick as possible, that's the goal. That's for the movement standpoint. That's the exercise standpoint. 4 times a week, 3 times a week. You can train even every single day. I don't want to overcomplicate things. And then nutrition. To build muscle tone, you need to have protein. If your protein is off, you're fucked. 0.7 grams per pound of body weight is a good number. That can be more accurate. It's really a gram per pound of lean body mass. Because if someone's 300 pounds of body weight, you don't consume 300 grams of protein. That could, if anything, that's probably not wrong. If your protein intake is low, you're going to see gains. But if you're trying to lean out, any extra amount of protein that you're consuming above what is necessary, it's going to go to hormonal functions, and then after that, it's going to be stored as body fat. So if you're trying to get lean, the name of the game is to increase the amount of intensity within your workout, to increase the amount of work within your workout, and increase the workload, intensity, time under tension. At the same time, consume the right amount of protein. That's the next step. There's more to it because people always say calories in, calories out. Yes and no. That's like if you consume 3,000 calories of just carbohydrates, 3,000 calories of just protein, the outcome of the body is so different. So it's really macros in, macros out. The total amount of macronutrients is protein, carbs, and fats, and alcohol. But leave alcohol out of the equation. Let's not overcomplicate things. Protein, carbs, and fats. When you consume the right amount of protein, carbs, and fats for your body, which equals the net sum calories, then we're going to see gains. If people are inactive, they're not training, they're sedentary, and they're always trying to cut calories, something's going to happen hormonally, which is going to fuck us all up, including myself. The metabolism is going to down-regulate, which means it's going to go slower. So if you're living an inactive, sedentary lifestyle, and you believe you're genetically fucked, no, you are just operating from a way that is fucking yourself over. Your body is doing what it's supposed to do. It's doing the right thing. You're starving your fucking self. You're not supposed to be sitting like a fucking dork 24 hours a day, sitting behind a computer and not exercising and justifying that this is how we're supposed to operate. You don't have time to exercise. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to everybody else. You can train from home. It can be done. But a lot of guys make excuses. And once they make excuses, they live in this box where they have to fast. And when we over-fast, when we do too much fasting, it would down-regulate our metabolism. It will slow it down. You're going to see changes to your body to a certain extent. Then eventually you're going to get to a point where you're skinny fat. And when you're skinny fat, you're fucked. Because now you're going to up-regulate your body, your metabolism by training more, being more active. Metabolism means it's moving. The process of the body has to move. You got to burn calories quicker. You're not going to burn calories quicker by just sitting down and doing fucking nothing, especially if you're stressed. Now, if you're stressed, things are going to get complicated. And life, as we grow up older and older with more responsibilities, we're going to become more stressed. So how do you reduce stress? Eat clean, eat lean, and be more active. This is a no-brainer. That's why it's so fucking easy when you have the right habits. When you have the shittiest habits, you're fucked. You're going to believe it's genetics. Because you're going to try all these things that society is telling you to do. but it's just not getting the results that you want. Everyone wants the easy way out. They always say the metabolism slows down 1% per year. Well, then train 2% harder every fucking year. You're gonna be super lean. I'm 34. I'm shredded. I don't have a problem with body fat. My parents at this age, they both are overweight at this age, or both struggle with weight. There's a lot of people who are born skinny and eventually they gain a lot of fucking weight. Why am I not that guy? Why can I consume 5,000 to 7,000 calories a day and still have a six pack? Because I operate with certain base principles that are applied to all human beings. That gives me an advantage. That's the advantage. Yes, I have a genetic advantage to some degree, but there's a lot of people with genetic advantages to some degree and overweight. Look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was lean and jacked. He was a fucking specimen at a young age. Dense as a rock. When he hit a late age, he gained all that fucking weight. What happened? He's a born specimen. The next thing you know it, he's fucking shredded again. It's a choice. It's a mindset. So train 2% harder. What does 2% harder mean? Well, do more weights, more sets, more reps, more time under tension, more volume, less rest between sets. Then you can superset each exercise. You can cluster set each exercise. You can drop set each exercise. You can change your stance to make it harder to hit your weak points of your muscle. Any sort of variation, you can change exercises. Any sort of variation that your body's not used to is going to create an overwhelming stimulus, which is going to disrupt homeostasis, which is going to trigger a hormonal disruption, which is going to cause a body to burn fat a lot quicker. But it has to be within certain parameters. Because if I told you to do 1,000 bicep curls with 10 pounds versus 10 reps of 100 pounds, who do you think is going to gain more muscle? Well, just because I did more reps, I thought, no, it has to be within a certain time constraints. The body uses a certain energy system. I don't overcomplicate things, but it will only make sense once you follow a certain blueprint. It's not hard. It really isn't. There's so many workout programs. Just type in strength training program to gain muscle in Google. Take one of them. Consume the right amount of proteins. Go to a Google, type in BMR calculator, TDEE calculator. Figure out how much calories you need just to be surviving, and it'll tell you how much calories you need to operate. If you're training 4 times a week, it'll tell you how many calories you need to consume just to be maintaining your body weight. So if you go on a 500 to 1,000 calorie deficit of what it's telling you to do by eating, and then eat the right amount of protein, you're gonna start getting lean. Is that all? No, but it's a process. You gotta learn. You gotta figure out what's going on. And a lot of times when people have all the right things on paper, I'm eating the right amount of proteins, I'm doing my right workout program, that's when I come in. That's when I realize, no, your intensity shit. You're not training hard enough. I'm gonna bring you to the deep waters without breaking your form, without hurting you. I went to school to just become a coach. I went to school because I had low, so I want to become a personal trainer. I took kinesiology because my goal was to get lean and strong as fast as possible and give you guys out here that ability to learn that, to operate in that fashion. That's what I went to school for. I wanted to know how to become a super lean, super strong athlete, not just for sport, just for everyday life. So I can enjoy exercising, because exercising makes me feel fucking great. When I overcome something difficult, it gives me massive self-belief. But by definition, when people are just trying to speed their metabolism up and get super fucking shredded, by me just doing something so I can increase my self-belief and feel good about myself and love myself, I'm indirectly doing it without even thinking about it. It's not my goal. It's not my 100% goal, but it's just along the path. I don't even have to think about it. It's just happening. It's that easy if you follow the right blueprint. But most people self-sabotage. They have limiting beliefs. They have bad habits. They're not structured. And when you're not structured, it creates a lack of self-belief. When you have a low level of self-belief, it changes how we see the world, including ourselves. And when we change how we see the world and how we see ourselves, we're going to go to a workout with a half-ass mentality. When we go to a workout with a half-ass mentality, guess what? We're going to half-ass the workout and realize, why is it not working? Because you have to overcome that self-belief by putting a lot of physical pressure to overcome something difficult. If I took your low energy, shitty-ass mood and I threw you in the cold water, freezing cold water, you jump up and get fucking wake the fuck up. You will come out like wide awake and alert. And then if I put you right after that, I put you somewhere warm, you get warm and fuzzy. You're just gonna be grateful just to be alive. All that fucking negativity and mood is gone out of your fucking equation. That's what working out does. When you do that every single day, you force an overwhelming right amount, controlled based on what you can handle in that moment. When you overcome it and you do something that you thought was kind of impossible, and you push the edge envelope a little bit without breaking your form, and you start your day strong, it builds such a high level of self-belief, and you're golden. There are some days where we feel sore. There are some days where we cannot push, but that's when creative wins come into play. I don't want to over consume you, but if you're active every single day because you want to have a good mental health mentality, and being lean and strong is part of the process, but you're just focused on feeling good, you're going to get to your goal. As long as you're getting stronger. So think about it. The more stronger you get over in all exercises, not one exercise, across the board, all exercises, you're either doing more weights, more reps, more sets, more volume, more time under tension, more supersets, drops. It's just more, just subtle, like 1% across the board. And then you have the right amount of nutrition, you're just going to get shredded naturally. And then when you learn how to understand macros, and people, I don't like calculating macros. I don't like the numbers. I don't calculate macros anymore. I do when I get stuck, and that's what I coach my people to do. Because you want to build a fucking massive building without a blueprint. What the how arrogant do you have to be? You want to wing it. You want to build a physique that's rare. I mean, super rare. And you just fucking wing it. I want to be there. I want to think. It's like the definition of being a meathead. Literally. We're like, well, you got to be smart. If you want to grow stronger, leaner, stronger, faster, you got to train smart and hard. You don't have to be that smart. You really don't have to be that smart. You do have to train harder. But the good news is when you train hard, that's what increases your self-belief, and that's what you will love the most. It's that you believe that you can overcome anything. And that's what builds a lot of self-belief. And when you overcome everything every single day, and you have the body, and you have the physique, fuck, that's a good fucking feeling. And that's what I'm trying to promote to you guys. And that's how you get fast metabolism. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? How a lot of guys have a lack of self-belief, they have a lack of motivation, they don't have the energy, they don't have a lot of things. But if you just train to just put the effort into the gym a lot more with the right blueprint, with the right mindset, and you have clean and lean nutrition with the right amount of protein, carbs, and fats, and you train to get stronger all the time, you're just going to get there naturally. Super naturally. It's only when you listen to conventional wisdom in terms of how to operate, and you want the easy way out every single time, it's going to be so hard. It's funny. The funny thing is I'm trying to promote hard work and more effort every single time. Not much, as much as you can do, which is eventually what you're going to fall in love, and it gets very easy. When in reality, you want the easy way out. You don't want to put much effort. You don't want to think about anything. You don't want to track anything. You don't want to be accountable to fucking anything, and you realize why it's so fucking hard. So like your way is like a half step forward plus a half step forward equals kind of like 3/4. You're like, why am I getting half plus half equals 1? Why am I getting 3/4 or just like no results? Whereas I do 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 10. And you're like, holy shit. So if I put that much effort, I get that much feeling? Yeah, motherfucker. Come on, man, shit. And once you get to a certain point where you're just operating with the right principles, the right workout blueprint, you're putting the right efforts, and you understand eating clean and lean, you'll learn how to eat the food you love without sabotaging results. I'm gonna go to IGA down the corner right now. I'm gonna buy 6 muffins and milk because I earned it. I'm still gonna eat lean and clean. I'm gonna eat a lot of calories, and I'm gonna be super lean. I don't want to worry about all the fucking calories. I get it. I'm burning so much. I just understand. Once I get the right amount of protein in, carbs, I don't have to worry about it too much because I'm already super lean. If anything, I need a lot of carbs. And fats, I don't want to confuse you. Healthy fats is what's necessary. That's a whole different conversation. That's how you get fucking lean. That's how you overcome a slow metabolism. It's a mindset. It's not just genetics. People who think it's genetics, you don't go from super lean to a gut. That's not genetics. That's just fucking up. It just really is fucking up. And people who are struggling, and I've seen a lot of people in my martial arts gym who train every single day. There's something fundamentally wrong with the way they're training. Fundamentally wrong. And they don't think it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I've taken people who are they can't even do one bodyweight squat, and they're shredding 10 pounds in a month, 7 months into the workout without even tracking their macros because they understand intuitively how to do it. And that's the goal. First 3 months, be disciplined. Prove to yourself that you can operate in a healthy way. Put in a hard effort. And then once over time you get through the motions of it and get super lean, you understand intuitively how to do it by looking at a plate. Just understand it's just instinctual, which is what you guys want. But most of you guys' instincts are fucked up, is why you don't understand how much effort you need to put in. You don't understand how hard you need to train. You don't you as an animal are just operating incorrect from a human being standpoint, and you're eating incorrect from a fundamental standpoint. And I need to just bring you back to a primal state and then teach you how to operate. All right, people? That's how you get fast metabolism. 2% harder every year will overcome a 1% faster, a slower metabolism every single year. Love you. I'm out.